Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Sighed Yuri. It's getting closer. What if I choose Natsuki? Can I say no? Hey guys, this is Giles Artworks and welcome back to more Doki Doki Literature Club. I think we are getting to the climax and all that, like things are getting real now. Last episode was kinda sad, it actually kinda got me, like Sayuri got depression and all that, like oh my god. I hope I'm making the right choice by choosing her instead of Yuri. I don't know, we'll see. Right, with that let's begin. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri, but Sayuri isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayuri and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Joe, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri will be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and I submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayuri with you. Yeah, she's overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember that what Sayuri told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Ha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Joe. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayuri really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayuri's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem's never actually finished, it just stops moving. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Joe? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayuri's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayuri, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quickened my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayuri. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reached Sayuri's house and knocked on the door. Guys, I kinda know what's gonna happen. I got spoiled a little when I was scrolling through my YouTube page and I saw what happened. But I thought that thing is gonna change if I didn't actually saw the video, but I saw a picture of it. But if I make a different choices and go with her instead, things might change. But from the looks of it, I don't think so. I think you guys are prepared for this. I hope so. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayuri, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallowed. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend will do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on the door. Sayuri? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yup. Why you do this? My god, the music. An exception has occurred. Yo! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayuri I will be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I should have confessed to her. That's not what Sayuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. But I just spend more time with her, walk her to school, and remain friends with her like it always has been. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Game? Fourth wall again? I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? End. But really? Nah, that can't be the end. Yo. Load game. Huh? I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. But I guess kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I won't feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and either in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and animes. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Joe? Whoa. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my car. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Marcus? I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right? Ahaha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members can even keep a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Joe, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Joe, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? This is like everything redo but replaced with Monica instead of Sayori. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Joe. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? Oh hell no, I'm not. What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It is nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran to Joe in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica? Did I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why didn't you come sit down, Joe? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but I will make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Not when people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab my attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yui returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as the members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Joe? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Joe. The thing is, you don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if you don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I will feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Joe? Yeah, could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'll be super pissed. Joe, I'm so happy. You can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Joe, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hey. Yeah. I'm really impressed with class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. We've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Can I save? No? I mean, I'll say yes obviously, but what if I say no? Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me, is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Oh God. So I can choose only between Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, wait, let me save first.
NANI?!
Wait. Is it permanently gone? I mean, oh God. I think I'll save it here just in case if that thing restores back or something. Alright. I'll choose Yuri since Sayuri is no more and Natsuki is like, I keep her out of the picture. So it's gonna be Yuri. What if I choose something sad? And since Sayuri is not there, who will it go to? Let's see. Let's go to her. Okay. Okay, I just want to find out. But I'm gonna choose Yuri now. Let's see. Papa. Wait, so that poem just now is Natsuki's? So she's having problem too, huh? So her problem is about her father not caring about her? I guess. I think we'll find out very soon. We'll see. Incapable. Horror. After image. Alone. Hope. Judgment. Beauty. Peace. Portrait. Intellectual. Romance. Incongruent. Daydream. Hopeless. Disaster. Suicide. Tenacious. And imagination. Alright. Hi again, Joe. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Joe. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, like it deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Yo. You're getting closer. You're just over the dialogue box. Looking out for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Joe. I'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out the book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out the book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? The eyes. I saw the eyes. I wanted to reread some of it. Wait, did I miss some glitches when I was reading the dialogue box? Or is that like the next one after the Monica one? Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at a bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that last for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and it starts selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Joe? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts. Wait, what? I didn't see it. Oh man, I can't read it. Now I'll check it after I'm editing. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I'm anticipating jump scares. I mean, I'm feeling very uneasy now, guys. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened up the book and start the prologue. I should understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just baiting in a... Again, I know that I tried to read. It was so fast. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my bookmark between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Ooh. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page. Yuri slides it under her thumb until it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? That smile's kind of creepy, Yuri. To be honest, look at that face. I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. What is that something? Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Joe? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Joe. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha! Don't worry, Joe. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Joe. I was going ooh in my head while I'm reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. It's the same thing, right? Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. It's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. It's a little different, I think, from the poem that is the same title that she shares previously. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I think that's gonna be a fourth wall break again. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain... No, okay, fine. Or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hit me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read the poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, that's the same poem. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Okay? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Okay, Natsuki is the last one. Yo, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. But what? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Well, this is a different line, I guess. I think she says that because I picked the words all on Yuri mostly, and not her that much. That's why she don't like the poem. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Wow, that's very strong coming from me. Fine, well, sorry, you'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Yeah, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. It's the same thing. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I will take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, one guy's writing something in a notebook. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watched each of their expression changes. Natsuki's eyebrows furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Looks like the big sides again, huh? If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Joe did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Joe liked my poem too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I then realized he was so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Joe appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Joe started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? I'm just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on the edge, you. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the f*** is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Joe hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Joe, she just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I? Whoa, that's so fast. I can't read. That's too fast. I'm gonna read later. Side Yuri. It's getting closer. What if I choose Natsuki? Can I save? No. I'm sweating. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my god. I mean, what if just now I click Natsuki instead of clicking Yuri? I wonder if it's the same results. Hey Joe, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Oh no. Sorry about that. Let me save again, just in case. Alright. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ahaha, some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. Oh, the eyes are changing. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Joe, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over. So you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Joe. I would just be embarrassing if you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really... What? Okay, fine. I think we're just gonna pick Yuri again. Suicide. Yeah, forgive. Calm. Melancholy. Tenacious. Captive. Alone. Wait. It can't be. I mean, I've chosen like 7 words. It can't be all coincidentally goes to Yuri. Or it's like a glitch again that no matter what I pick in this page, it will all go to Yuri and Natsuki will be like out of the picture. Oh no, yeah, it's coincident. Alright, my bad. I'm being paranoid now. Alright, what else? Anxiety. Okay, disoriented. Nightgown. Frightening. Grief. Excitement. Fulgent. Portrait. Alright. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Joe. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arms and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even if I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Or whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Joe, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you were such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Hehehe. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ahaha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. Ahaha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Hahaha, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Aw, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Hahaha, that's... Monica looks at me. But I'm working on writing a song. But it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Joe. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Hahaha, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway, because that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Joe, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I plan on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath. Then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can I hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. With something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. Something bad is going on. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reached the corner and peered around it. Yuri? You just freaking cut yourself. Kya? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, it's a repeat of this now. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Joe, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 1 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And I noticed I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I will try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. And it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too hard, too much. You're always worrying about me, Joe. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Joe, I have another request. Do you mind if I sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? I always hunch over like that while reading. Yes. Something she's hiding again? I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough, I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh god. You know what? I think we're gonna leave this episode here. I've been recording for quite some time, and the noise, like the construction and all that, is getting louder and all that. So yeah, it's an interruption. So I think we're gonna leave this episode here, and perhaps I'm gonna finish everything in the next episode. I think most probably the next episode is gonna be the last episode. So yeah, we're gonna save it here and continue in the next episode. So yeah, if you guys like this video, like, comment what you think about this video, subscribe and share this video with others. And with that, goodbye, have a nice day guys. Bye! Oh, the glitch is still there.